Skills that I learned is how to make fast and critical decisions under extreme challenges.
The skill that I've developed the most since I've joined ALPFA is definitely networking skills. I remember the first time I went to a networking event, I could not get myself to speak with anyone and I hid in the bathroom. It was so terrifying. And of course, through the ALPFA network, I got to meet professionals that I could relate to, which made it a lot easier.
So one skill that I've improved on while being an ALPFA is leadership. And through my involvement in the events committee as a freshman, I then transitioned into chair of events for this current year's board. And this leadership skill was improved through my interaction with my committee. Managing a group of 20 plus people is not the easiest job, but it gave me a lot of experience with managing and dealing with people and learning the best ways to communicate with them, and that is one skill that I've improved on while being in ALPFA.
A skill that I've honed while being a part of ALPFA is teamwork. I've worked closely with the board of ALPFA and as well as with the other student organizations on campus to bring finance and accounting firms to ALPFA events.
The skills that I owned, I became more comfortable with intermingling with the professionals at networking events. I've learned how to follow up with professionals, post emails, and I also became more comfortable to reaching out to people for help. Help has been always an issue for me. I never liked asking for help, but being part of ALPFA, I learned how help and teamwork is always necessary. Through ALPFA, I was able to join programs where most of the members are a part of, such as MLT, Management Leadership for Tomorrow, and the Sponsor for Education organization, SEO. And luckily, I managed to become part of both of those organizations and acquired a summer internship for the one coming up at Moody's.
My favorite event was SACGEN. We had the opportunity to learn macro events from the perspective of the U.S. chief economists, and we also had the opportunity to network with their top executives.
The reason I decided to join ALPFA when I first arrived at Baruch was because after learning ALPFA's mission of empowering Latino students, it really resonated with me. After I attended the first Meet ALPFA, I was blown away by the level of talent and motivation that the students had, and I wanted to become just like them.
So I'm gonna have to say that my favorite event is Brand Yourself. Now, when I was a freshman, I was still new to ALPFA, wasn't too sure about what the organization was all about, but this all changed when I attended Brand Yourself. Brand Yourself is one of our annual events similar to the 10th annual Banquet, where we invite alumni and companies back to Baruch and network with our students. And it's all about communicating, how to communicate yourself with others, how to communicate yourself well, etc. And this was the event that solidified my interest in ALPFA because of how much people that look just like me were involved in the organization. So that is one of my favorite events.
My favorite event at ALPFA would be Brand Yourself. I think it's an amazing event where students get the opportunity to network with many different professionals from many different firms, and the student has the opportunity to practice their elevator pitch and to perfect it as well by the end of the event.
I have been able to meet some amazing individuals over my past year at ALPFA, and it has been very impactful, and I've gotten mentors and just people to look up to, and people that I can just ask questions to that are my same age or a little older than me, or going into industries that I would love to go into.
I love Alpha because even though I am not Latina, I have been accepted as an honorary Latina, and I still get the same opportunities and support from all the members and all the previous members of Alpha whenever I needed it and whenever I need it, which is usually often. So thank you. When I was a freshman, Alpha was the first club that I joined on campus on my very first semester, and because of all the warmth and excited members that I met, I decided to stay there for the full year, and which eventually led me to go to the Alpha convention, which got me my JP Morgan internship, and I had that internship for 2 consecutive summers, and this summer, or this for my full time, I'll be working at Publicis Media, and all of those times whenever I needed any sort of help or any sort of direction, I could reach out to any of the Alpha members and they'd be more than willing to help a girl out.
Well, the first event that I attended here was Alpha, and I met them through the transfer day on Thursday, which is the initial transfer day for every student. Immediately into the event, I was welcome as already one of the Alpha Familia, so that was one of the things that kind of hooked me in. Ever since I joined Alpha, I kind of just started meeting people that either had great skills with them, had been in positions that come off as really amazing. So immediately being part of Alpha, I joined the Treasury Committee, where I worked really closely with Brittany de la Cruz. And working with her, I kind of just learned more on how to be more professional in the intermingling networking events.
So why Alpha? I chose to do Alpha because I wanted to involve myself in an organization that was aligned with my values in helping others and helping those same people achieve their success and dreams. And I reached out to Alpha as a freshman. They were more than glad to help me in making sure that my success was ensured, and that's something that's very priceless. I found very great people in Alpha that I still talk to this day, and that is why I chose Alpha.
Alpha has presented me with a breadth of opportunities that I would have otherwise not been exposed to. I am thankful for the great deal of mentorship that I have received from Alpha, and I can honestly say that I would not be where I am today if not for Alpha.
I love Alpha because the tools it provides you to success, including the network, many mentors and friendships, and also opportunities that will lead you to your career.